the Saint-Cyr military complex stands as a monumental structural achievement of industrial engineering. Deploying such immense architectural weight onto the muddy Seine Valley presented an extreme physical challenge. The ground consists of highly unstable water-saturated silt layers incapable of supporting heavy loads. Without advanced foundation engineering, the entire multi-ton masonry infrastructure would suffer catastrophic structural sinking. Engineers drafted a linear construction sequence to systematically push past the limits of soil mechanics. The fundamental solution relied on an extensive high-density underground network of massive timber foundation piles. Raw oak timber blocks were selected for their high compressive strength and long-term durability. Each timber element underwent chemical treatment with hot bitumen compounds to prevent underground rot. This protective layer isolates the organic fibers from moisture, securing structural stability for centuries. To drive these immense piles deep into the ground, a colossal mechanical apparatus was constructed. The early hydraulic heavy-duty pile driver system measured over 15 meters in total height. A matte dark gray cast iron frame provided the necessary structural rigidity during operation. Polished brass hydraulic pistons regulated the precise ascent and alignment of a massive ram hammer. Heavy mechanical drive chains coated in dense lubricant transferred potential energy up the main vertical track. The system calculated the exact gravitational kinetic energy required for each consecutive downward impact. A massive steel weight was released repeatedly from the peak of the scaffolding tower. The immense kinetic impact forced the oak columns deep through the soft alluvial silt layers. Engineers carefully calibrated the force to prevent the internal wood fibers from splitting under stress. Thousands of columns were driven until they reached a solid, non-yielding subterranean bedrock layer. This created a highly stable vertical pile field capable of neutralizing immense downward vertical force. Once the foundational pile field reached stabilization, engineers initiated the layout of the massive grid system. Heavy darm dikes were raised along the outer boundary to contain the unpredictable subterranean river surges. Industrial drainage pumps worked continuously to lower the water table across the main excavation zone. A secondary layer of heavy horizontal dikes made of dense limestone blocks was systematically positioned. Each masonry element was bound together using a highly specialized hydraulic mortar compound formulation. This advanced mixture cures efficiently underwater, turning the subterranean grid into a solid monolithic rock. The primary structural matrix was carefully engineered to balance and distribute complex shifting horizontal stresses. Every single load-bearing column was aligned to direct structural forces toward the underground wooden pile clusters. Above this dense foundation grid, the framework for the massive central military arsenal began taking shape.
The Saint-Cyr project is one of the largest active foundation grids in the country, showcasing remarkable industrial progress.
To handle the massive structural weights, heavy logistics demanded an incredibly sophisticated supply chain network. Thousands of tons of raw iron ore were extracted directly from the deep Lorraine mining basins. The raw mineral resource was processed inside large charcoal blast furnaces at extreme melting temperatures. Liquid metal was cast into massive structural beams designed to withstand severe shear stress profiles. These heavy metallic structures were loaded onto custom wooden transport barges along the inland canals. Navigating the narrow, winding river channels required precise coordination to avoid running aground completely. Upon arrival at the Saint-Cyr docks, heavy mechanical gantry cranes managed the offloading sequence. Large teams of horses and industrial steam winches dragged the heavy components toward assembly yards. The entire site functioned as a synchronized assembly machine, operating under tight engineering timelines. structural components were cataloged and organized according to their precise positions within the building grid. With the structural components carefully cataloged, the primary frame assembly commenced on the massive stone platform. Heavy iron vertical pillars were hoisted into position using massive wooden A-frame derrick systems. Each vertical column base was secured into deep anchor pockets carved directly into limestone blocks. Temporary timber bracing networks held the tall iron columns plumb while horizontal girders were aligned. Large open-air forge hearths were established across the construction yard to heat structural fasteners. Heavy iron rivets were placed into the coals until they achieved a bright, incandescent orange glow. Teams of specialized workers used long iron tongs to transport the glowing rivets up scaffolding ladders. The hot metal rivet was inserted directly through pre-drilled holes in overlapping structural steel plates. Riveters applied heavy pneumatic-style hammer blows to flatten the head before cooling took place. As the red-hot rivet cooled, it contracted longitudinally, creating an incredibly tight mechanical clamping force. This thermal fastening technique formed solid structural connections capable of resisting severe shifting forces. The skeleton of the massive military arsenal began forming an enclosed, high-strength metallic cage structure. Engineers constantly verified structural alignment using large brass transit levels and heavy plumb bobs. Any deviation exceeding a single millimeter required immediate correction before further elevation could proceed. The structural load distribution was calculated to flow evenly through the main load-bearing iron trusses. Massive diagonal cross-bracing elements were integrated to counteract intense high-velocity wind pressure profiles. The upper roof structure required the fabrication of wide-span iron arch assemblies across open bays. Each structural arch segment was hoisted sequentially, demanding perfect coordination from ground winch crews. The final interlocking keystone iron plate was riveted securely at the absolute center peak location.
This massive undertaking here at Saint-Cyr is progressing ahead of schedule, with the iron skeleton now dominating the skyline.
Following the secure assembly of the main iron framework, the process of structural masonry enclosing began. Thick exterior walls were constructed using ultra-dense brick blocks fired in high-temperature industrial kilns. Masons layered the heavy bricks in alternating structural patterns to maximize multi-directional shear resistance. The thick brick layers completely surrounded the interior load-bearing iron columns to prevent thermal expansion. Deep underground, massive drainage barrel vaults were masonry built to control shifting subterranean water tables. These brick drainage channels directed constant water flow away from the critical wooden foundation piles. Specialized water-resistant volcanic ash mortar was utilized to cement every single subterranean brick course. This specialized mortar formulation hardens continuously over time when exposed to highly saturated soil. The massive weight of the rising outer brick walls compressed the limestone foundations perfectly. This deliberate downward compaction denses the underlying silt layers, eliminating any dangerous structural shifting. Large open ventilation shafts were strategically integrated into the central core masonry layout designs. These mechanical ventilation structures facilitate continuous natural air exchange across the lower subterranean levels. Proper moisture and humidity control was critical to protect stored military munitions from rust. The internal floor plates were cast using a unique early high-durability hydraulic concrete mixture. Large iron reinforcing bars were embedded within the concrete matrix to increase tensile handling capacities. This early composite structural technique allowed the floors to support exceptionally heavy artillery machinery. Heavy timber subflooring sections were overlaid to absorb intense operational vibration profiles effectively. The large windows were framed with thick cast iron decorative arches to handle heavy wall pressure. Every single masonry arch layout was double-checked using custom wooden structural centering frames on site. The exterior brick perimeter slowly formed an impenetrable defensive envelope around the entire facility. With the exterior brick envelope finalized, engineers initiated severe mechanical validation testing across the complex. Massive temporary load platforms were stacked with heavy lead weights to simulate extreme operational stresses. Sensitive mechanical deflection gauges were attached directly to the main interior cast iron support trusses. These precision test systems monitored any microscopic structural sagging under thousands of tons of pressure. The heavy floors successfully sustained the massive static compression without exceeding the engineered safety tolerances. Next, a controlled dynamic impact test sequence was performed on the outer defensive masonry. Heavy-duty mechanical pendulums swung massive solid steel kinetic rams against experimental test walls. Engineers closely monitored structural shockwave propagation paths through the high-density brick layout joints. The interlocking brick matrix successfully dissipated the intense kinetic energy force without suffering major cracking.
This enormous iron structure behind me is central to the new safety standards being developed here today. The results will be critical.
Following successful testing, the final technical installation phase progressed rapidly across all internal sectors. Specialized teams assembled complex multi-tier storage rack architectures for heavy caliber artillery shells. Heavy spark-proof brass rails were laid flush into the floor to handle munitions transport carts safely. These mechanical tracking tracks eliminated friction risks, preventing hazardous accidental ignition events deep underground. Large reinforced steel blast doors were carefully hung at critical junctions using heavy overhead pulleys. Each massive pressure door was equipped with dense lead compression seals to completely isolate explosions. In adjacent manufacturing blocks, early automated pulley machinery lines were aligned along overhead tracks. These mechanical overhead logistics systems accelerated internal supply distribution speeds across the entire complex. Central control rooms were fitted with complex pressure valve arrays and water distribution routing systems. The entire facility evolved into a highly integrated and self-contained industrial military engineering machine. With all final internal technical installations complete, the external surrounding support infrastructure was integrated. Engineers constructed stone-paved heavy transport roadways capable of handling massive tactical multi-ton supply wagon traffic. Large auxiliary iron workshops were raised nearby to handle immediate mechanical equipment field maintenance. A permanent perimeter security wall with deep defensive brick outworks was meticulously erected. The entire complex perimeter matched the strict security requirements of an active military zone. The complete execution of this megaproject drastically altered the surrounding industrial and military landscape. Saint-Cyr established an entirely new engineering paradigm for high-durability composite brick and iron structures. The unique structural integration principles developed here were rapidly adopted across other massive fortifications. The complex single-handedly accelerated regional iron mining production and optimized large-scale supply chain logistics. Thousands of technical manufacturing and assembly jobs were sustained throughout the extensive decades of construction. Entire industrial sectors evolved to meet the precise quality demands of the military architects. The successful structural completion proved that complex geological engineering barriers can be entirely neutralized. Human ingenuity successfully transformed an unstable, muddy marshland into an indestructible architectural defensive shield. Every single foundational pile, field, and interlocking iron truss continues to operate flawlessly today. The total lack of severe foundational settling confirms the absolute precision of the original design calculations. Saint-Cyr stands firm as a living monument to the power of 19th-century heavy industrial engineering. It serves as a testament to what humanity can build when combining science and structural discipline. The design remains a highly functional blueprint studied by modern structural engineering experts worldwide. Understanding these historical construction techniques unlocks deeper insights into the evolution of industrial production systems. Subscribe to Smart Gen Factory Zone to explore more deep engineering analysis of global historic megaprojects.